messages at your private terminal, Commander.
Thank you, Trainer.
Should probably take care of those.
I definitely should. Watch out. War terminal, nothing new here. Private terminal. There's still work to be done. Who sends this to me?
Diana
Allers. Oh. Come on.
I remember her.
She came and she left really quickly. I know we didn't see eye to eye on board the Normandy, and you wanted me off your ship. I still have a job to report this war, and Captain Vilmos has invited me aboard the SSV Shasta.
I think we heard that name before.
The Shasta, you say? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have no hard feelings against you. Who would, right? And I still think you are the key to defeating the Reapers. Just know there is a drink waiting for you in Beckenstein after this is over. Diana. Also, now you're...
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road.
You know what this is? This is... What anyway, that was...
Cue the montage.
She was regretting things. That's what I got from this.
Are you regretting the inability to delete emails?
No, I would save it. I would save it for the future. Be like, aha, there's still work to be done.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Star that email. Make myself feel good.
These females, am I right?
Yeah, I got a folder.
These females, huh?
Stretch the E, you know?
Damn.
You gotta put the little bar over
These
the
men of
vowel.
woe ain't loyal. Right?
Why didn't we have a drink before that?
Right?
Why
Oh,
did it take
now
so
it's
long?
after the fact,
After
right?
the fact, now you're down to have a drink, and then you're on board a chastity ship. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, totally.
Well, have fun with that, Diana. Left on red.
You super read it.
Yeah, well, I read it, but...
And then you marked it unread afterwards. But the read receipt went through.
We're good. We're good.
Are we?
I hope so.
Are we good?
If I don't think about it too hard, it's fine.
Very.
I just do the work, you know, dive in the work. Don't think about things.
I wouldn't define this direction as good. It's very concerning. It's a very concerning direction to turn down.
Oh boy.
There's a thought cabinet that unlocked a thought, and it's currently processing right now, but it seems like it has not yet been committed.
All right, that's cool. Looking at my journal here, because, you know, I'm a busy man, I got things to do. I guess all we have left is Citadel shore leave and priority mission.
Okay. So there's a whole lot of discussion, I suppose, and opinions and things about the right way or the wrong way to go about this, because there's chronological order as the events would occur in game, and then there's release order as people would have experienced the what we are told to be is the disappointment of the regular ending, followed by the release of the DLC that, you know, brought about a better thing. I don't know if closure is the word, but whatever, good content. I know it's been compared to the after party in Age of Ultron, which is my favorite MCU scene. So, you know, that makes sense. The little everybody gets to you know, get their little thing or whatever. In any case,
was that the shawarma scene or something, or
not the shawarma scene? No. There's in the fucking coolest scene in the entire MCU, in my opinion, is in when they are all the Avengers are having a party at Tony's place, and then they're all doing a thing to see if they're having drinks and going, hey, whoever is worthy can lift the hammer.
Oh, okay,
and then everybody gets up and takes a crack at lifting the hammer or not, and what they do and how they act in that scene says a whole lot about them. It says everything you need to know about them as a character.
I see.
You know, like They're like, oh, hey, Black Widow, do you want to try? And she's like, I literally don't even want to know the answer to this question. You know?
Okay.
And and everyone goes up and has their little thing. It's like, oh, I think I can, and then Cap is like, and there's that little kind of like, oh shit, and he's like, no, but like clearly he made it move, but there's a little bit of a,
Damn.
it's like you can do an analysis of the way everyone treats that, and it's great. It's a fucking great scene.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Anyway, that is what comes to mind, and then like other things I've heard about this over the years have been just like, the victory lap, the farewell, the yada yada, right? Just a nice, cool piece of content that is a fun Mass Effect warm tingle. All this to say that for people that experienced this the original way, they hit the credits, were disappointed, then this came later and was good. However, like Leviathan, my understanding is that canonically, this still is supposed to happen before you actually end the game, right?
Okay.
So it's not the release order experience everyone had, but to me, I think it makes sense to do what canonically is supposed to take place before the credits get hit, instead of reloading the save, going back in time and experiencing that just to emulate the past. I think it makes more sense to go, here, this game has already included all of its content with it. We've already done Leviathan, and we haven't waited till after the game.
Fair.
So why not just continue down that road and do things in the intended, or rather chronological order? That makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, no, I'm down. I'm the kind of person that likes to touch things in chronological order of release, usually.
Release order.
The release order, yeah, usually.
Yeah, okay, because chronological, the terminology can go
that
backwards.
Was confusing, my bad. But usually like the release date, I will go that way to know what the people felt.
Yes.
But in this case, I think it would be better to actually go with like the storyline and what makes the most sense for the story.
Yeah, I think when stories are written in such a way that the chronological order is intended to be let me rephrase that a different way. When you play Metal Gear Solid 3, it goes back in time.
Yeah.
But it's not intended
it would be weird to play the
to
third
be played
one
first.
Before, like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Right? It carries itself as if you are aware of a lot of the concepts that come from the future. Therefore, the release order makes infinitely more sense than rearranging it to the chronological within the timeline.
Yeah.
But here, this is a mission in the game that you theoretically, I guess, do before credits roll. So it feels like it makes sense to do it here. Anyway, we don't have to go too.
Sounds good.
But
so Citadel time. Did we talk to people? Should I be talking to people?
I think you should be talking to people.
Yeah. Trainer just told me, new messages. Okay, Diana's off a ship.
New messages, whether you like them or not.
I'm gonna read the messages. I'm good. Hello.
Hello, Shepard.
Commander.
Oh, real quiet here.
Commander? So... Edie's here now and all. I'm not a member of that club anymore. I hope you're not too upset by my,
Commander?
By
my no longer, involuntary participation in this little group that we belong to.
It's fine.
You're not gonna get too upset by that or anything, right?
No, we're good.
You're doing okay, right?
We're good.
Ready for the next mission. Whatever you got. Ready for the next mission. Whatever you got.
That's the spirit. Keep that murder energy going, Kaden.
Apparently, some major pillar person in the incel community got laid, and it was a betrayal, and just became a humongous war in the community, and that is what I'm not so subtly attempting to reference here. But if you haven't heard the story, I suppose it lands a little less effectively.
I thought you were one of us.
Literally.
Greetings, Commander.
Quite literally.
Oh, man.
How dare you?
Hello again. Hello again.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think the terms, like, enjoy, well, I think the terms was enjoy enjoy being a traitor for your hole. Or something to that effect. Enjoy your wet hole or something. Like, I think
my God,
just,
that's gross.
like, unbelievable levels of, like, yeah.
The saltiness.
It's crazy out there in these streets,
who needs their
man.
ass kicked now? So who needs their ass kicked now?
You know,
Well,
people unironically using the term roasties. Like,
what?
just... It's dark, man. It's dark on these internets, man. It's fucking...
Yeah, I feel like I don't even want to ask.
Streetlights are out.
No, I'm good. I'm good. What up?
Commander.
You good?
Okay.
Just making sure. Wait. Starboard cargo? Why is there imprint still in the room? It was cleaned up last time we were here.
I'll just edit this last story before I go.
She sent you an email, but she was still on the ship.
What game are you playing? What the fuck?
She wrote that email here, right on the Normandy, and sent it to your inbox. That's a bit. Oh, wow.
Look at this mess.
Wow. Listen.
This room still has your stench.
Yo, Diana knows exactly what she's doing.
I hate it.
Exactly.
I hate it.
You see the tilt right now? You see the fucking tilt?
I hate it.
She knows exactly what she's doing.
She's playing me.
She's spraying perfume in this room.
God.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe she still has a
I'll
shot.
get a shuttle to pick me up right away.
Uh-huh.
I'll get a shuttle to pick me up right away. I'll get a shuttle to pick me up right away.
Oh, I'm not happy about this.
Red Cell! Red Cell awakens!
Horrible.
You thought you had the last laugh. Here, go throw rocks at the happy knot couple.
All propulsion systems
There you go.
That's right.
Who else can fucking feel the wrath? Damn.
Oh, man.
Okay, so it turns out you kicked her off the Normandy, but fortunately she found a room in the SSV Your Brain, rent-free, apparently. Turns out, signed the lease, no rent.
Uh-huh. They give her a salary and everything.
Packing her bags and moving right into your fucking mind.
Good to see you, Commander. Good to see you, Commander.
Oh, that does not sit right with me. Like, I thought this was over. I thought it was free from all these
From all
You hear
these
that hum? Is that just me?
women.
You hear that hum?
females.
Women.
Is that just me?
Cooties, right?
Ugh.
Head up to your room and see somehow her pictures in the portrait.
Good job. That's enough play.
What the heck?
Get bodied. This is my coffee shop. She doesn't have the right to go to my coffee shop. Why is she doesn't even. Why are you at my Starbucks? God, I know what she's trying to do.
I get Monday, Wednesday, Friday at the coffee shop. You don't come on these days. Okay? Can we? All right? Jeez.
Perfectly normal outcome to an extremely platonic relationship.
Oh. Well, it was platonic for one of us. I had dreams. Here I come, Citadel.
Commander, this is Edie. I notice you've started using a new term in your logs. You've described a creature known as a femoid. Is that some sort of new log that we should report to the Citadel? Is that some sort of new encounter with a different species?
Jeez. So, confirm personal apartment. This is where we go?
As far as I understand.
Alright, here we go. Boop. Ooh, fancy.
Now, I guess we're here, but I wanted to say, are we actually
I've got Admiral Anderson on the QEC.
at the last mission?
Shepard,
Admiral, how are you holding up?
day by day, Commander.
Is that the sky? No, that
Hackett
can't be
sent
the
me a
sky.
message about this apartment.
I want you to have it. Take it off my hands.
Oh,
Are you serious?
You need a place that's yours. Somewhere to recharge, clear your head. Haley wanted us to settle down there. Thing is, the longer I'm on Earth,
that is
the
sick.
less I want to leave.
Baller.
And I want as few loose ends out there as possible. Like I said, you'd be doing me a favor.
So that's how the council lives.
Yeah, right. Thank you very much, my homie.
That's very generous.
It's practical. We need you in the best shape possible. Rested. Focused.
If you say so. Thank you.
And make yourself at home, damn it. It's yours now.
I'm
Yo,
sure
the
I can
parties I'm
manage.
gonna have here?
Maybe if you had it a little sooner, you wouldn't be so fucking lonely. Maybe if you had this kind of pad, right? Yeah.
Be careful out there, Anderson.
You too, Shepard.
Damn.
You know, it's not like the fact that you're a galactic hero resurrected, Christ of Nazareth in the flesh, is not enough of an opening line to hit on anybody with, you know.
Oh,
You have received a new message.
one thing at a time.
See, everyone should rightfully want Commander fucking Shepard, right? Space hero, first Spectre to humanity. Yada yada. First effective Spectre, I guess. But
One of the best. Probably the best.
and with all of your reputation preceding you, any failures you have are aggressively your own. Any shortcomings you have are maybe just, you know, maybe it's just you. Despite everything, when you look in the mirror, it's still you.
Nah. Impossible. I'm perfect. Until proven otherwise. Notes for Anderson biography. Use.
You never asked me about this, but my wife just called. My ex-wife. Nobody likes to talk about the toll that long months apart can have on military relationships. She wasn't military. She couldn't handle it. But it's not even about military and non-military, damn it. It's space flight. Space flight. Finding the mass relays, miracles of engineering. Human imagination rising to meet our desires. We pay a price for that curiosity, that drive. Our relationships suffer. People we love suffer.
Damn.
But that's reality, and it's worth the cost. I must have thought it was. I guess I still do. In the end, you just have to hope you made the right choices.
Shepard, if you ever find yourself at a payphone, calling, still calling, don't continue to make those choices. Maybe you can learn from my mistakes. Maybe it's not too late.
Okay, I'm gonna explore before checking the messages, I guess.
The Normandy? A brand new ship. My ship. You don't forget that moment. The first time you're standing there. The whole crew looking to you for direction. Unforgettable. I'd led men and women before that. Seen a lot of combat already. Always managed to find my way home in one piece. Do that a few times, you begin to think you know better than the next guy. Maybe you do, I don't know. But if you're lucky, really lucky, you find yourself on a good ship, in front of a good crew. A crew you can trust with your life. Gifted. Disciplined. Brave. All of them. Eager to set sail into the endless black ocean. I still remember my XO asking what my orders were. Shepard, I said. Let's see what we can find.
All of them bristling, filled to the brim with daddy issues extending from here to the nearest mass relay. All of them with parents that need to be found and or killed.
One or the other. Possibly both.
Embarrassing moments? I've got more of those than anyone will
Yeah,
ever
make
know.
me feel good, buddy.
Only way to learn something. But if I had to pick one to share, I had just gotten promoted to N7. Full of myself, king of the castle. Found myself buying drinks for undesirables in some rundown bar in the wards. They toasted my recent promotion. Hell, they would have toasted Batarian.
What? Come on, I'm right here.
Bruh.
Embarrassing moments?
There's a distance limit.
Literally went to this chair that's within earshot.
I had just gotten promoted to N7.
Fine, I won't move.
Full of myself, king of the castle. Found myself buying drinks for undesirables in some rundown bar in the
Some
wards.
hood rats.
They toasted my recent promotion. Hell, they would have toasted Batarian slavers if it had got them more drinks. About the time my money ran out, my new friends turned on me.
Ooh.
I was outnumbered. Things didn't look good. My plan to get out of there involved lots of punching. Well, that worked for a while. Then a table hit me. Or I fell down. When I came to, I saw a Solarian putting the rest of the troublemakers down. A Solarian?
Who is that?
Moved like a damn cat, I swear.
STG?
When everybody was out cold. Or running. He walked over and helped me up. N7, he asked. Yes, sir, I replied. He looked over my collection of unconscious friends, nodding. Not bad, human, he said. Then he walked away. I had met my first Spectre.
Oh.
Learned an important lesson that day. No matter how good you think you are, there's always somebody quicker, faster, and a hell of a lot smarter than you just around the corner. That little lesson's kept me alive more than once since then.
You know, the funny thing about that day, Shepard, it all started with a decision to put on Costume 3. I was really feeling myself.
Oh, yeah? Feeling like a badass?
Nobody dresses that way these days anyway.
Would it look foolish, or...?
That was from a time long ago.
Okay, that sound is kind of annoying.
It is.
How about we take care of that message?
I would love to. Hopefully it doesn't mean you can't hear the rest of this
I
stuff.
hope so. Okay.
Beep, beep, beep.
Do I need to fall from the top or something?
Is there anything worse than someone who has the default ringtones on? Hello, Moto. Just awful.
Or
Yep. God.
dinner at sushi place on me. Hey, Shepard, I've got a few things I wanted to go over with you. With Normandy and Dry Dock, I figure we could meet up at that Ryusei sushi place down in the wards. I hear it's the best. Joker. Damn, I do want to eat with you, buddy.
Normandy ain't the only thing in Dry Dock.
I can customize
The
stuff?
driest of docks.
I mean... Okay, I'll push A in place.
I mean, I'll tell you what. I'm doing home decorating right now. So we can run to IKEA.
Ooh, black satin bedding.
Mm-hmm.
That looks good.
Mm-hmm. What size we got there? California King?
Yeah, that's pretty royal right there.
Mm-hmm.
You can fit 2. Maybe 3 even.
I mean, to me, that's one L-core. So, you know, choose wisely. It's all in how you look at it.
All right. Let's move. Oh, wow. A lot of medals, a big maquette.
But more than enough room for one Steve.
Yes.
One true Steve.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's faithful. That's faithful.
What was I talking about?
Oh, shit.
Early days, right?
One of those
People
nights,
ask
huh?
Why I joined the military. Everyone talks about honor, duty, sure. But that's never the whole truth. It's 100 little things that add up to commitment. I joined because of a dog. Yeah, a dog. This patchy, mean son of a bitch that used to bark at me every day on my way to school. He'd snarl and I'd start running. Scared the hell out of me. I was just a kid. I remember being in a bad mood one morning. Angry, I can't recall why. When that dog started in on me, I snapped. Started barking right back. We both kept at it until we
Not
had
quite.
nothing left. Dog never bothered me again.
Yeah, top
Why
dog.
I joined the military?
Alpha dog. Sigma dogs.
Sometimes you just gotta howl to make things right.
Oh! Let's go, Andy.
Leaders of their own packs, if they wanted to be, but they choose to make money instead, right? That's
Stay on that grind.
Yeah, stay on that grind, Sigma dog. You know? It's not as if the guy who studied and invented the entire concept of the alpha wolf was spent the rest of his life trying to disprove that it is a real concept, because it turns out there was a massively misconstrued idea, because actually it was just that the parent was fulfilling a parental role as the leader of the pack, and that also meant they were large and strong, and that challengers were also part of the bloodline family, and that whole thing misconstrued into a challenger to the throne and the alpha male, beta male, yada yada thing, and that the guy who's literally died trying to tell everybody that this is not what it actually means. But you know,
I see.
Sigma dog. Arr, arr.
No, it's fine. I got a few minutes. First contact war? Yeah. I was there. My first real combat. First for a lot of us. I remember one night early in the war. Strapped to my seat as our transport approached the LZ. Everyone was dead silent. Just the sound of breathing. Good men. I trained with all of them. We were always joking and horsing around, but not this time. Just the rattle of the shuttle. And that heavy breathing. Everyone was thinking the same thing. We're off to fight alien invaders. Aliens. Think about that. We all grew up wondering what was out there. If we were alone in the universe. Now we knew. We weren't alone. And we were in trouble. So there we were. About to face an enemy as different and unknown as we could imagine. I knew I had to say something, keep the men relaxed. So I turned to the soldier beside me, Hendricks, I think, and asked him how his mother was doing. Fine, he said. Why? Because I heard your mama so ugly the Marines thought she was a Turian. Almost shot her. I got a few smiles. Then Hendricks turned to me and said, Hell, Anderson, I heard it was a picture of your mama that started this goddamn war in the first place. Scared the Turians shitless. Everyone had a good laugh at that. And the boys fought great that night. Sometimes that's all it takes. A joke, a pat on the back. Just a little reminder that everything's gonna be okay.
Not bad, Andy.
Yeah. Take a look around the room and call everybody a couple of slack-jawed what?
A few months ago, I had a chance
Oh,
to
shit!
with one of
of Earth's most decorated soldiers, Admiral David Anderson. He was kind enough to answer my questions and talk about his career. Today, the Admiral is on Earth, leading the defense of our home against the Reapers.
There's no way. There's no
We have
way.
no communication with him or any soldiers on Earth, but we can't forget
Like, the bit
what they're doing for us.
can't possibly extend to this level of insanity.
It has to.
It can't.
It has to.
Fighting and dying to keep us safe. Admiral Anderson, today marks the 30th anniversary of the N7 program. Can you describe your first day of training in this now famous program?
Don't mind if I do.
I mean,
It's all business from day one.
How so?
Even basic then separated and stranded on an asteroid with no nav data. The test ends when the last person runs out of oxygen.
Sounds daunting. What happens to the ones who run out of air first?
Out of the program. The best N7s can survive alone, but work together to survive even longer.
That's very impressive, Admiral. Deep space survival training. That has to be so difficult. All of it would take such strength of character. Well, just plain strength. But then you seem like a strong person.
I'm sorry, is there a question in there?
Well, does the program make the man? Or do you think you were born for this?
It's a bit of both, I suppose.
I'm built
Every soldier
different.
reaches a point in their career, sometimes more than once, when they are asked to give more than they ever thought they could. That moment is the test. I've seen men and women, almost sure to fail, persevere long past the point of breaking. That experience changes them. Others, with all the gifts and abilities, fail in that moment. Sometimes they pick themselves up and carry on. Sometimes they're just done.
What about you? What was your moment?
I've had a few, none of which I'd like to share. But I think the toughest tests are still ahead of me.
What makes you say that?
Call it a hunch,
Soldier's intuition?
something like that.
Do you trust your intuition? I mean, do you follow your heart over your mind?
Well, it depends on the day. No, I suppose if I were to be honest, I do trust my instincts.
We're human
The
after
problem
all.
is, war isn't orderly. And the enemy is never predictable. Even the most experienced veteran is going to find themselves in situations they haven't trained for. In those instances, and there's more than I'd like to admit, your instincts are the only thing keeping you alive. That, and the men and women you're fighting beside.
But soldiers are only as good as their leader, isn't that true?
Yeah. A good leader can make an okay squad great. A bad leader, well, war tends to make examples of them.
What makes a good leader then?
A good leader is someone who values the life of his men over the success of the mission, but understands that sometimes the cost of failing a mission is higher than the cost of losing those men.
That's a terrible line to have to walk.
Yes, it is, but war is a terrible thing.
Thank you for your time, Admiral.
Thank you.
Cross
The
counter.
remainder of this interview was to take a more personal look
Oh.
at Admiral Anderson's life. It wasn't finished when the Reapers invaded. We can only hope that the Admiral and the soldiers under his command survive to tell us the rest of their stories. I'm Kalisa Al-Jalani. Thank you for watching.
my instincts are also telling me that jawline of yours looks a little unchecked. Have I ever told you the story of Udina?
I wish.
How did that? Perfect! Perfect!
Duffed.
Fists charging. Punchline.
I didn't know I was a biotic. Look at me go.
Chesto.
Talk about Commander Shepard. Big topic. There's been a lot written about the commander, but most of it isn't true. much. They don't know the whole story.
That's
They don't
right.
even know the whole story. But I know the man. Worked with him. Fought with him.
Reliable.
Trust him with my life.
Trustworthy.
Shepard's had some rough patches.
Right?
Yours hasn't.
Bad days happen to
An
everyone.
ad paid for by the Friends of Shepard.
God only knows how he got out of some of that. Makes your head spin. Thing is, you never heard a complaint. Never once got, no sir, I can't do that. You never hesitated. Few people know what Shepard I'd like to think I come pretty close.
What's wrong with you?
Or sometimes he forgets. There's a whole bunch of people who
Cue the montage of every conversation option just floating. Like, what do I say?
are rare. Men like Shepard, even more rare.
It took place in the anime time. Don't worry about it. It's not like he never hesitated. I've never seen him stand there for 3 minutes, unsure of which way to go, what to pick.
Man, stop hating. Shepard, if we make it through this whole Reaper ordeals, will be a legend. Hot
mean,
job.
Damn, let's go. Don't worry, Blue was the same. That being said, this place is really interesting because it's set up with all the trimmings, right? Everything you'd want to impress any company that you have over.
Yeah.
But notice that the art is all abstract shit, right? Doesn't quite say anything. Nothing quite establishes exactly who and what we're dealing with or what's going on or what you're into. It's all just... It's open to interpretation. It's vague. It's conversation pieces, you know?
Shepard is a good guy, you know?
If you didn't want to leave anything... If you don't want to make any strong impressions, you want to leave it open for whatever walks through those doors. You keep it abstract.
Open for interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, what else aside from that dog?
Tombstone data.
Oof.
Admiral David Edward Anderson.
DEA?
Not sure why anybody would be interested, but thanks for asking. I was born in London, June 8th, 2137. The last of 3 children born to Ursula and Paul Anderson. A nurse and a flight mechanic, respectively. But that's a little dry. Someone's gonna spice this up, right? Never been much for the spotlight.
Yeah, this is also not the pad of a person who's still in their marriage. this is a divorced fucking dude's pad.
My mother worked shifts, so my father would often take me to the base. While he worked, I watched transport ships and fighters take off. Worked his whole life around space travel, my father. But he never left Earth. Not for a day. He was a good man. But that's just a side note. Don't put that in. Who is it, Kaylee? Yes, I need to take that. I hope this is what you're after. I'll get to the more interesting N7 stuff next time.
You think Red needs some parental structure? You think a father figure can just give some good advice?
What's wrong with me?
I feel like you know, I feel like a little bit of structure could go a long way.
I'm a very balanced individual.
You want to pause that screen and see what that has to say, or are you in fact?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what? You're not.
Look at that.
Look at that. Mostly blue, even. Yeah, fair enough. You're pretty balanced.
Perfect catch.
You're pretty balanced. You know, the type of individual that would not use a widow for their own means, only to discard them later. You know. Only to forget about their commitments or anything like that.
Forget about it. The option is still on the table, right?
No, but while that option is on the table, why not have the Quarian also get her immune system juiced up? And you never know. Options.
You know, I like to diversify my portfolio. How
balanced, a balanced portfolio, right?
Right. You gotta think about the futures.
Yes.
Current actives, you know. Like,
how much risk are you willing to incur?
There you go. And sometimes when you hear about a good deal, you just gotta take it.
We'll be right back.
All right. Here we are with the next part of his biography, the Turian Experience.
The Turians? I might not always see eye to eye with the politics and the individual, but I have a great respect for the Turian military. Any Alliance soldier lucky enough to take part in their training programs will certainly be better for it. Their precision, skill, and discipline come together in a way that's second to none. Not that I'm faulting our own people or training. It's just that after fighting Taurians in the First Contact War, years later, I had the opportunity to observe and train on Paladin.
Oh.
It was a turning point for me. And I would encourage any soldier to try it. It's a unique experience to put yourself in the squad of a Taurian commander. My commander was an uncompromising bastard named Bartix Oryx. If you can find him, just ask how the platoon I commanded was trounced in his strategy game. Humbly. But I've used what I learned that day many times. The xenophobes will have their say. But I think it's vital that we do more of this kind of cross-species training.
Trust usage of words.
And if you do find General Oryx, let me know. I owe him money.
Okay.
Damn. He owes me $5 for real.
For real, for
If
real.
you ever find him.
Steps back down.
Anderson lost a bet.
Whoa, mirror. That's fuzzy.
I mean, once upon a time, you could not get a reflection going in a mirror at all, so we've come a long way. I remember when...
Oh, nice toilet.
Hey, it's like mine.
Yeah. Fucking sick.
Nice. They got the bidet going.
Uh-huh.
Once upon a time, Duke Nukem Forever's claim to fame was, look, we have a reflection in our mirror. You know? Something that Deus Ex Human Revolution did not do.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, also, like, the easiest way to find absolute catastrophic A-class bugs was if there was a reflective surface in anything back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
That's how
A-class.
you could annihilate the frame rate on the early builds when they don't know what they're doing with like ray tracing or just basic reflective things, and like you're doing an actual render that duplicates the geometry in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, you bet your fucking ass, dude. You could annihilate the frame rate. Always worth testing around a reflection.
You asked me to talk about the
Back then.
SSV Normandy. The Normandy SR-1. As commander of the Tokyo, I was consulted on the Normandy's design and on board for her initial training exercises. The average person probably doesn't know that the Normandy was a joint project with the Taurians. Acting CO, Eli Xander, was no diplomat. She ran out of patience with Taurian posturing and politicking during construction. The chief architect of the Drive Corps, Octavio Tatum, and his team of Taurian engineers were in the CIC for final training exercises. Tempers flared when Xander pushed the limits of the stealth system, waiting to vent the IES well past what Tatum was comfortable with. I tried to calm the situation, but it still ended with the Taurian scientist in shackles and a human-Taurian fistfight at Korra's den.
Hell yeah.
Man.
Funny now, when I first laid eyes on the Normandy, she was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Day after that training run,
The fact that a human Turian fistfight can be a thing, and it's not always one-sided.
Sick.
Send me a list of crew from the Tokyo you'd like, and prep for your first mission. Short command thanks to Saren. Still, one of the highlights of a long career.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
that recently, I guess.
Like,
True.
there was a human Krogan fistfight. Was there? Was it a fistfight? Was it?
Or was it just bludgeoning?
You know? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, you know, once all the races are, like, getting their tech sorted out, it's like, okay, the majority of what we have military-wise is pretty much, like, Turian-based, because they're the military race. And then you just kind of get Solarian science on top of it, you know? Like, yeah, I wouldn't be. It would make sense lore-wise to be like, oh yeah, the dreadnoughts we have, like they have the most, and theirs are fucking wild, so we just kind of copied that and, you know, slap some paint on it over here.
Damn, this is where he practiced.
Jab.
This
hook,
is where he would put
uppercut.
the printout of someone's face.
Yes, sir.
Dana!
Left hooks only. Bap, 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 bap.
One punch, but he threw it 1,000 times.
10,000 times.
10,000 times.
With that ring on.
Okay. I have your new questions here. As a leader, do I ever feel that the end justifies the means? Spirit of law over word of law. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole, but I think I know what you're after. You're referring to the way I arranged to have the Normandy released to Commander Shepard before the Battle of the Citadel. I'm not sure how valuable hindsight is to the military. Obviously, it worked out for the best. Without the Normandy and Commander Shepard free to do what they needed to do, what we needed them to do, Saren might have taken the Citadel. I think it's clear what a different galaxy this would be if that had happened. I did what I had to. If I had been wrong, I would have gladly accepted the repercussions. The real trick is never being wrong.
Forgiveness, not permission.
If you're looking for more action and less philosophy in these notes, let me know.
Yeah.
No, bro.
Who would have thought you could design an entire space trilogy around asking the trolley problem over and over and over and over again?
I guess I got everything. One little last look.
Okay, but this time the people tied to the train tracks are blue.
Oh boy. Blow up the train. Don't let it reach the blue. Alright, I think that's everything. Meet Joker.